Good morning to all of you people out there, and welcome to the 2021 Foundation Scholars Celebration. My name is Bill Murray, and I have the pleasure of being the president of the Towson University Foundation. And believe it or not, I'm also a recent graduate of Towson University, getting degrees in music in 2008 and a master's degree in 2011. So while we like to have these celebrations in person, because of COVID and all the things with the pandemic, we've chosen to do this virtually this year. Hopefully, next year we'll be back with a live celebration. I've been in many of these celebrations and they are all great. It is great to be in a position to appreciate all that the students have done, and also to look at our generous donors and give them plaudits as well. So thank you to the students who are scholarship recipients and to all of you donors who are giving your hard-earned money. So today is our celebration of foundation scholarships. The Towson University Foundation has been very busy this year in trying to make sure that we continue to offer scholarships, our grant program, do other things to support the university and our students. So these gifts that we are given have continued even though we've had to work hard during our pandemic. For example, right now we have about 500 scholarships funds, which we've given out over 1,000 scholarships totaling over $2 million. That's the most in the history of Towson University. Another thing that we've done is for the third year, we've continued our grant program, where we're given dollars to faculty members who have particular interest in projects that we're able to fund for them. And also last year, through the pandemic, we gave over $100,000 to help the various needs of our students. So I want to thank all the donors to all of these funds, including our foundation board of directors, who are giving at 100%. And this is great. It's very necessary that our board give, and we thank you, but we also want to really thank the donors who have been so generous over the years. And also we want to thank the students who are recipients of these scholarships. So this afternoon, we're going to have our virtual conference, and we're going to have some speakers. We're going to have speakers of the donors, and we're going to have speakers from the students who receive some of these. Our next speaker is going to be President Kim Schatzel.
Good afternoon. Thank you all for joining us. This event offers us an opportunity to reflect on our progress as a university community and to show appreciation for the individuals and organizations that have made a profound difference in our students' lives. TU is a nationally ranked public university, and we are on the rise. Towson University is now recognized as a doctoral institution and as one of the top 100 national public universities by U.S. News and World Report. TU is also recognized as a top performer in social mobility, and we are one of only a handful of universities in the nation with a zero achievement gap. That is, all students, inclusive of all demographics, complete their degrees at the same rate as the general student population. At TU, students succeed inclusively, and with 23,000 students enrolled, we do it at scale. Our unprecedented momentum is evidenced by the many capital investments being made on our campus. The new science complex, which opened this spring, and is TU's largest academic building. The new Tiger Field and field hockey complexes that represent the largest investment TU has ever made to women's athletics. And last, but certainly not least, the brand new University Union. That, along with the newly renovated Burdick Hall, creates a 21st century student district for activities, clubs, and recreation. And I'm proud to share with the groundbreaking for the new College of Health Professions building, the first ever for the college to support interprofessional education and cutting-edge research. Well, it'll take place this summer. We are also extending our reach into the surrounding community. We'll soon open the Startup, this newly renovated space in the historic National Guard Armory in downtown Towson, right across from the Baltimore County Courthouse and offices. It will serve as TU's front door for entrepreneurship, business engagement, and innovation. With all these exciting changes, TU remains firmly dedicated to its core mission: placing students first. Throughout the pandemic, TU has put its students first, and we've helped all students achieve their goal of a TU degree. 57% of our students this year demonstrated financial need, and the unmet need averaged $12,000 per student. That's where we continue to need donor support. I want to thank those of you who support our students through scholarships, fellowships, awards, or experiential learning opportunities. Your support helps our students engage and explore in ways they may not otherwise experience. To our scholarship recipients, you're an example to all students. I encourage you to pay it forward. The generosity that has made a difference in your lives can make a difference in others' lives through your work and by giving back in the communities where you live and work. And when you're able, I hope you will consider helping those TU students who follow you to reach their fullest potential too. Thank you all again for joining us. There is much to be proud of at Towson University, and working together, there are truly even greater things ahead.
You want to give back to a place that's played such an important part in your life, and it provided a foundation of knowledge that set me on a course professionally that has, let's just say, paid large dividends. And while I built on that through other forms of education and other investments I've made in myself and my career, that foundation that was built at Towson University was truly pivotal in allowing me to do so many other things professionally, and I feel very indebted to this university and want to make sure that others have that same opportunity. So that's really why I've given my time and treasures to Towson University for so many years. I was a business accounting finance major at Towson, and the experience I had was just fantastic. My professors, amazing life experiences. It all started at Towson, and Towson has produced some amazing business leaders in the community, both in Baltimore and throughout Maryland and throughout the region. So I want to make sure that continues on.
I received the Frank Soisman and the Family Endowment Scholarship, and also the Maryland Accounting Scholarship. Both scholarships are important to me because for me as an international student, we're paying out of state tuition. It is very expensive already, and plus there are so many costs that we need to spend on, like rent, utilities, everything else. And this scholarship not only helped me financially, but also help me to determine that I'm on the right track. So for me, when I reach a level that others start to confirm that you are doing a great thing and you are able to receive scholarship from there, so this scholarship really provide me the an encouragement to do better in the future. I've been participating in some conference as well, like some leadership conference, and also participate in different organizations, attend different career fair to finally able to launch an internship and a full-time position. So my current internship was audit intern at SB and Company. It was a really cool internship because I used to do different internship in tax fields, accounting field in general, but this one gave me more opportunity to engage with clients and also talk with my team. I have the opportunity to actually talk with them and also join the meeting just to listen to how their business looks like. My goals in the future is after graduation first get my CPA, and usually CPA is it's a very pricey program. You need to spend money on it, and you need to pass it 4 parts. And because for me, I want to get my CPA down when I graduate. That's why I choose double major with a minor, so I'm able to get 150 credits. And with this scholarship, it helped me with academically. so I'm able to save some money just for the future when I take the CPA exams. My plan is after graduation, take the CPA exam maybe within 6 months, if I'm able to do good. And after that, I start to work at the same time, and maybe in the future look for an MBA program.
So what I remember about being at Towson was that it was just a great experience. I had lived in Bowie, Maryland, and Towson was far enough away that I had to live there, but close enough that I could get home anytime I wanted to. It was interesting and exciting. It was a whole new world for me. Also, I really enjoyed the classes that I took. I first entered Towson thinking I was going to be a history teacher, but I ended up changing my major to business and graduated with a bachelor's degree in business administration with a concentration in finance. So it was wonderful to experience the wealth of courses that Towson offered, and I was just reflecting on the fact that I just took a lecture on the painter Henri Matisse. And I discovered my love for Matisse through Towson when I had to take an introduction to art history class. So there's a lot that I learned about myself and the world when I was at Towson that I still value today. In addition to that, I ended up pledging a sorority, Delta Sigma Theta, and I have a lifetime of public service activities and sisterhood that has meant so much to me. It means a lot to me to give back to Towson and to students, and that's one of the reasons why I established the Primrose Better Scholarship Program. It is in honor of my mother, Barbara Better, who is a single parent and really sacrificed so much throughout my entire life, including helping me graduate from Towson. We didn't have a lot of money and it was really hard. So I did everything from work study to scholarships and grants, loans, part-time jobs. It just really took a lot. So when I think about what Towson gave me through the degree and enabling me really to change the trajectory of my entire family, I definitely felt like I wanted to give back and honor my mother for just being my champion and just being terrific. So my scholarship is geared toward a student who needs financial aid in Prince George's County, which is where I lived at the time. And I've had a chance to meet at least one of the recipients, and it's just so rewarding. That little bit goes a long way. You know, it really doesn't matter about the size of the scholarship. It's $1,000 a year. But I know from experience that every little bit helps because there's tuition, you know, there's books, there's all those things that you don't necessarily think about, but could make or break whether or not you graduate from college.
To be a first generation student at Towson University, it means a lot to me because I kind of had to figure out a lot on my own. I was a part of college and career pathways in high school, so that helped me a lot in navigating like how to move from high school into being the first person in my family to go to college. So I remember my freshman year, my first math test that I had, I took it and I failed it, and I called my mom. I was like, I can't be here, you know, like I can't. I was very hard on myself because I didn't know what to expect. I'm used to like, you know, excelling at things a lot, and I'm the first person here in my family, so I needed to be successful when I first came here. But you know, I did better on my second one, luckily. But that was like entering. It was kind of hard to make that transition of trying to, you know, be successful in all areas as soon as I got here. But as I got used to it, it improved a lot. So I started the scholarship search through the program, the College and Career Pathways program at high school. It started as a challenge kind of who can apply to the most scholarships before the school year was over. So we kind of had like a contest. So I would be searching online through different scholarships. I applied through like the delegate and senator scholarships in my area and things like that. And I would constantly like write essays, just fill out applications. Just sometimes it'll be as simple as just like submitting my email somewhere, and it'll just be denied over and over. To finally get a yes from the Primrose Scholarship, it was very relieving to say like, that's the first word that comes to my head, because you know it's tiring. You know, you apply and apply and apply, and it's like, you know, there's thousands of other students, whether it's in the state, in the country, or in the world, applying for the same exact scholarship. So you know, you're spending all this time writing essays and trying to put your all into it and just tell your story, and it's like, is it good enough, or is like, you know, how much do you need to put in before you actually get a yes? So the Primrose Better Scholarship has helped me further achieve my goals throughout my time here at Towson University, because as a first-generation student, you don't always have the financial resources when you're going into college and trying to, get through your classes and everything first, but then you have to worry about how am I paying for this education. So the first goal would just be, being here in general and being able to pay for it and get all that stuff out the way, so that's not a worry for me anymore when I can just focus on my classes, my extracurriculars, any internships that I have. So as far as what my goals are, as I said before, I'm a marketing student, so essentially I'd like to, when I leave my time here at Towson, I'd like to start off like an entry-level position in marketing, and eventually go into, being in a managerial position, or specifically digital marketing is my interest. So the Primrose Better Scholarship has helped me take some of the weight off my shoulders of trying to, get through all of the financial and technicalities of what going to school is, and just further focus on like what I'm actually trying to do here. I will be studying global business logistics in Panama for mini-mester 2022. So I'll be there, I think it's about 2 weeks that I'll be there in Panama City, and we'll be going to like different coffee plantations and studying like international trade, going to the Panama Canal, things like that. So I'm very excited about that because I've never been out the country, and I've always wanted to study abroad since before I even came to college. I remember I had a visitor at one of my events in high school, and he mentioned how it was such an amazing experience and how he believes that everyone, like if you get the chance to go and study abroad. I've always been interested in traveling, so when I saw the opportunity to take a class for my major and also get to travel, I took it, and I was happy that once I filled out my application and everything, I was able to get accepted into the program, and I'm very excited to experience that. So I would like to thank Edna Primrose for the Primrose Better Scholarship. It has been a great help to me and my academic journey here at Towson University.
Well, in the first military appreciation event that I participated in, Towson was honoring another veteran that had been killed in Afghanistan named Wardell Turner. And I started thinking about this and found out that Major Marchanti was a Towson graduate, and he was a wrestler. He was also killed in Afghanistan. So that's kind of what gave me the idea. I've always had this special affinity for female athletes, female student athletes. I don't know why. I love all sports, but sometimes female student athletes don't get the attention and don't get the focus that men's athletics do. And Coach Richardson is she's a really nice person and a great coach. She has a tremendous history. And we just clicked when I first met her. And she made me feel very much a part of her team. Her players know me, they know where I sit at games. I felt very close to them, and as a result of that, they've always been a special focus of mine. I mean, I like all basketball, but I particularly like that team. I donate because I feel I've been made a part of this university, and I've seen what's going on, and I've seen the results. And it's like anything. You don't give money because somebody needs money. You give money because they're meeting needs. This university continues to meet needs of student athletes and any other students. So I think that they're doing a great job. They have great leadership, and they've convinced me that it's a worthwhile endeavor for me.
What it means to receive the Major Robert Marchanti Endowed Scholarship is a great feeling. I feel like my hard work has finally paid off, and I'm getting recognized for doing what I do best, is leading and being a good teammate and being a good student athlete overall. I've loved Towson. I've grown up in Baltimore, so I pass the school a lot, and I just love being at Towson, and it feels great to be a Tiger. It feels like home. Coach Rich said that I deserved a scholarship. I remember asking her, why me? Why do I deserve the scholarship? I haven't done anything. And she just reminded me that I'm a leader on and off the court, and I think that's what speaks best about my ability to receive this amazing scholarship, and I'm very thankful for it. And she just said I deserved it, and there's no other person she could have thought of to receive it. My dad says that academics are very important. He always tells me that the ball does stop bouncing, so being strong academically and having a degree, especially at a great university like Towson, that I can get a really good job, and academics are just as important as putting a ball through the hoop. I would like to thank the donors to the Major Robert Marchanti Endowed Scholarship. So what the scholarship has done to help me reach my goals is now that I know a lot of the professors have now recognized my leadership skills, and that has given me the opportunity to get a lot of internships in public relations field. With being a mass communications major, you can either go in advertising, journalism, or public relations. So I have chosen that, and I know I have a lot of internships lined up for me for the next year, and I'm very excited for that. So this is what that scholarship has done for me.
Thanks to everybody for being here. Thank you for all the things that you're doing to help make our university a better place to be. See you in person next year.